Hey guys, Rhubarb Stew here with the Critical Ops video, and today I would like to address something that everyone seems to have an opinion about, camping. Now, is camping really all that bad, and more importantly, does it exist in Critical Ops? First, let's turn to the meaning of camping. Urban Dictionary defines it as the act of staying in one spot on the map in a first-person shooter video game to gain a tactical advantage over an enemy or group of enemies. Related words are often gay, noob, homosexual, and fag. The FPS community tends to have a rather negative outlook on this strategy, as it is anti-fun for those being camped. To be killed by a camper often feels cheap and irritating, hence the string of insults lashed out at the camper. For the purposes of this video, I will be using the Urban Dictionary definition. Now that we understand what camping is, let's further investigate why everyone seems to be hating on it. First off, it's straight up irritating. In arcade shooters, spawn camping is bound to happen. The inability to play the game due to a constant loop of dying, respawning, and dying immediately will piss off even the calmest of players. Second, camping is often associated with a lack of skill. Surely anyone can figure out where people spawn and just pull the trigger when someone does. Well, anyone can and almost anyone will. Because of this lack of skill, it makes the game feel unbalanced because you're unable to win by being a better player. I personally have felt this irritation, and I completely understand why someone would be irritated by a spawn camper. Now let's compare and contrast a deathmatch based game to a defuse based game, in this case Call of Duty and Critical Ops. Both games are twitch shooters. Critical Ops has high damage output overall, low health, and one-shot headshots for most guns in the game. Though I don't play Call of Duty, I'm fairly certain it's the same sort of thing. The first person to shoot wins. The big differences between these two games start with the way the match works. In Critical Ops, there are usually 24 rounds, with the economy of the game resetting every 12. When you die during a round, you are eliminated until the next round begins. In a team deathmatch, there's just one round for the entire match, and after dying, you respawn and join the round again. The objective of a team deathmatch is your kill to death ratio. Kills grant you points. Whereas in Defuse, the objective is very different. A bomb must be planted by the terrorists on one of the two bomb sites and detonate. For the counter-terrorists, their objective is to prevent the bomb from being planted, often by eliminating the enemy team. Because of the way Critical Ops or other games like it, for example Counter-Strike Global Offensive, is structured, is unnecessary for anyone to die at all. CT will win if the bomb is never planted, and T will win if there are no CTs left to stop the bomb. Defuse is a game of attack and defend, where deathmatch is just a blow everyone to Kingdom Come and nuke stuff. Though a twitch shooter, the Defuse format allows Critical Ops and CSGO to still have elements of strategy mixed into individual skill. So what does all of this have to do with camping? Well, in Critical Ops or CSGO, it is an essential part of the game. At no point is it necessary for the counter-terrorists to run out into the open and attack the terrorist spawned. The counter-terrorists are defending the bomb sites. Counter-terrorists are supposed to hold positions and watch key points of the map to figure out where the terrorists are. So do the terrorists have the right to call counter-terrorists camping noobs? No. If counter-terrorists are watching one area, you have the ability to run strats and outplay them. Sniper? Use smoke grenades. Hard to break into a site? Flash. The way the game works puts more emphasis on strategy than Call of Duty or Battlefield. Camping a site is simply a strategy used by defenders, necessary for defenders, as double flash and frag grenades are important strategies for attackers. Now what about those camping noob terrorists of Barcelona? Please take into consideration that as a counter-terrorist, the game is not forcing you to try to attack the terrorist when he or she has a tactical advantage like this. Waiting out the timer will not only result in a win for you, but will deny money for the entire enemy team. Finally, I understand that though the game is built as an attack and defend, not many people play it this way. Though intended to be, most people play the game as a run-gun deathmatch, which is why everyone seems to have such a negative outlook on people who camp. However, I can almost guarantee you that if you play the game with a bit more strategy and think before you act, you'll perform much better. So to answer the questions I asked at the beginning of the video, is camping really all that bad? No. At least in Critical Ops and other FPS games with attacking and defending. But is camping an essential part of Critical Ops? By Urban Dictionary's definition, yes, and a very important part of the game at that. I hope you learned something, or at least understood why I think what I do. If you disagree or think that I've overlooked something, feel free to drop a comment below. Hit that like button if you enjoy more videos like this one. This is Rhubarb Stew. Keep on cooking.